Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a chatty get ready with me using some products that I bought from Ulta online a couple days before Black Friday. I was needing a cleanser kind of badly. I decided I really wanted to have one in my skincare routine again because I wasn't really using one during the daytime. And on top of that, I was running low on stuff and wanted more than one of some things, so I didn't want to wait till Black Friday to buy those things. I know, like, who knows if I would have saved even more money, but I just didn't even care. $5 off 15. I think that was one of the coupons they had going online, and one of the products that I'm going to use today actually did have a bit of a discount on it because Ulta had a couple of products that were on sale throughout the week leading up to Black Friday. So there was that, but it wasn't like the big, oh my gosh, sale that I probably could have gotten or like whatever on Black Friday. But I mean, sometimes we just need things when we need things and we just don't care and don't really feel like waiting. So that was kind of what happened here. But this is the very natural weekend look that I'm going to be doing. It's not like Instagram makeup, but I did want to try these and I figured I might as well do a get ready with me trying these new products and you guys can see what I got. Let's get my bare face on and let's try some products out. All right, I'm gonna go in first with this CoverGirl Simply Ageless Anti-Aging Foundation Primer. Got this free from Influencer like over a year ago. It does remind me a lot more of a moisturizer than like say a pore filling type of primer, which it's fine. I personally prefer the other type of primer, but this actually kind of works out nicely because it does make my skin feel smooth. I'm not against that right now, so that's okay. This is the Pixi H2O Skin Tint Tinted Face Gel. I did actually like fiddle around with this a little bit yesterday, but not like all over my face. This is the shade Nude, by the way. I know this is a tinted moisturizer, so I don't expect this to be like full coverage. Leading up to Black Friday, they had a bunch of like deals going on, like random stuff. Certain cleansers were like $15 instead of being $30 or whatever. And the one I wanted to get was sold out by the time I wanted to purchase it because I was waiting for the mascaras to go on sale because that one didn't go on sale till the next day. It was like weird. So I guess they were just trying to spread things out throughout the week. And when I went to go, you know, browse the mascaras, the cleanser that I wanted to get was no longer in my basket because they sold out. So I was like, all right, well, there's that. Thoughts on this is that it really looks like a skin tint. There's not much going on here. So it is very sheer. Obviously no coverage, but that's why we're going to try this JCat Stay Surance Concealer. And it has all these like ingredients. Peach leaf extract to protect and repair skin and has anti-aging properties. Tea tree leaf extract does help treat acne. Aloe vera leaf extract to help moisturize and prevent dark spots. It's lightweight, waterproof, buildable, medium to full coverage, got good reviews. This one is in the shade Buff, and I've never tried anything from JCat Beauty ever, so I feel like this is gonna be really light. Like, look at that. Yeah, definitely a really light concealer. As I spread it out, it's not terrible. And under the eye, where I, you know, have a little bit of dark circle, this could come in quite handy for that. So when I was dabbling with it yesterday, I was like, whoa, this is really light. But I feel like I always find my way to kind of make them work. So that's okay. We're gonna put setting powder on. This isn't really a setting powder. This is more of a foundation, but I have so little of it left. And I think it will help with making everything look even. Again, see, like I can still see some scarring coming through, but that's okay because I'm not trying to look like super heavily made up here. I'm just priming my lids with this MAC Soft Ochre. I've had this for years and it's still going. So actually was running low on black eyeliner, so I ended up picking up one of those, which I'll be putting on in a second. And mascara I also picked up this as if I just like went to the store and just like grabbed it. This is the Milani mascara that I've been liking and enjoying, but I wanted to have a different type of mascara as well. So I'm learning, like, while I don't like to have a ton of products, I don't want to have just one of a lot of things. You know what I mean? I do like some sort of variety to switch things up. Might try to use some of my like Project Pan items. Buon Fresco in the Modern Renaissance palette. Shade right there. And I'm trying to get up to 30 uses and I'm really close. So today we're going to try to get one more use out of it. I did purchase some things on Black Friday. I kind of focused more on clothing this year for that. It's just been a while since I've bought certain things and I've been really using what I have, which is awesome, but it's almost like I need to turn over a lot of stuff because it's been a long time, and I don't know if it's just like the pandemic that kind of accelerated this whole like I'm over certain things in my wardrobe, because I'm very much feeling that right now. More now than ever. I think it was just like time. Yeah, I did pick up like the Kiehl's eye cream as well because I've been wanting to try that. It was half off like the big jar. I've been really wanting to try that for a while, so I'm really glad that I got to get the deal on that because I think it was half off like everywhere. Ulta, Sephora, Kiehl's own website. Pull something out of here. This is, chocolate bar palette, amaretto. So that looks really dark, but I feel like it's more of a wash when I put it on. I did also buy the Caudalie hand creams, which I was going back and forth about. It comes in like a set of 3 because I've been really curious about the brand. Something about that brand is calling to me a little bit, the skincare line. But I wasn't about to buy like a whole new skincare regime. I didn't want to overwhelm myself with like buying all this skincare. So I'm like, I'll get my feet wet with that. And I ended up getting like a sample of their face cleanser. So yeah, I'm just curious how they smell. First of all, I know that sounds really weird. Yeah, so that's like the only like actual skincare products that I got on Black Friday itself, because yeah, I am trying to focus on clothing. Anyway, I'm gonna go in with this Flower Beauty. This is the Forever Wear Winged Liner. I actually ran out of my other one. I finally finished it, like not even trying to. It just like dried out, so timing was perfect for this guy. And this got really, really good reviews. So I'm curious to see how this goes on. I haven't used like a pen in years. Like I've only had the Inkwell, and people were really singing this liner's praises. And I haven't used the Flower Beauty makeup product in a while. I only ever tried really their gloss. Yeah, usually I don't do like a winged eyeliner with very minimal foundation. I like to do like a full coverage face if I'm going in with a wing, but this is just for me to try. Yeah, people were saying this was like better than a lot of the higher end ones, and I was like, okay. Not that I have much to compare it to, but this was only like, well, I don't want, not only, but $10, I think, about. I know there's cheaper ones than this, like I think the NYX one is even cheaper than this, and there's Maybelline and everything, but I don't mind spending like a little bit more for something I actually want to try, like that I'm more intrigued by, especially if it's a brand that I don't have a lot of stuff from them or tried a lot of stuff from them. So to me, it's like $10 is still pretty inexpensive compared to like the higher end ones. For the bottom part, I might use a shadow just because I don't want to do an inky liner on the bottom. I don't want to look that dramatic today. This is MAC Magnetic Fields. That is in the MAC collab project pan that I'm doing with Jen over at Project Beauty. I might actually use this as a liner because it's not super dark. I mean, it could be if I built it up, but it's like definition, but not like really heavy, and almost looks like brownish taupe-ish. So I think that's kind of nice. Okay, now we're gonna try this brand new Kiko Milano, another brand I have never tried before. Their mascara. This is the Luxurious Lashes Extra Volume Brush Mascara. Here it is. It's pretty. Very nice packaging. And it's rose gold. I love that. And let's take a look at the bristles. Okay, so it's not like a really like thin or skinny type of bristle. The Milani one, it's like more of a tapered situation going on, which is cool, but I feel like it does tend to kind of be a lot in certain parts of your lashes. So I'm curious to see how this applies. I've never used this before, so first impression, very natural. Well, I don't know if I'd say natural, because there's definitely definition there and a little bit of thickening. It's not clumpy at all, which again, like I said, I don't actually mind a thickening, like clumpier formula, but sometimes I want the opposite, where not where like, I don't like super, super natural lashes where it doesn't look like I'm wearing anything, but this is kind of the good opposite, like for me. You're still getting something there, and there's no clumping. I do feel like I kind of have to finagle and like kind of go over my lashes a couple times to get what I want, but it's still not bad. I like this. This for me is a more natural lash. How about the VIB sale, guys? Did you guys pick up anything for that? Here I go with that word pick up. Did you guys get anything from the VIB sale? I did not. I only had the 10% off discount, which to me was kind of lame. And I'm like, if you really want to lure back people who maybe haven't bought makeup in a while, or like, I see what they're doing with that. I think that they were trying to be like, okay, well, if you want the better discount, just buy more makeup throughout the year then. Like, I think that was kind of what they're thinking. But I don't know. For me, like, if you really want people to kind of like be more convinced to buy stuff, give them a better discount, even 15%. You know what I mean? Like, before it was 15% back in the day. But yeah, and I was just like, yeah, this is not the way to get me back into like, it didn't convince me enough. I didn't want or need anything that badly to like utilize the 10%. Let me just put it that way. I would have had to have bought a lot of stuff for that to have made enough of a difference for me, and I just wasn't there during the VIB sale. I wasn't like mentally there enough to like pressure myself into buying stuff. I'm gonna go in with this really old Cargo blush. This is just not even worth mentioning because they no longer make it, but it's a really pretty like cool toned pink. I was looking at what brand was that? Like a kale cleanser that I heard was supposed to be really good. So I kind of like threw that in an imaginary cart, like playing around with what I could get. Pharmacy makes the melting balm. I wanted that, I think. It was like one of those things I've been kind of eyeing from afar for like months and months, but like never could just buy it because it's like $30-something. And I think there might have been like a Sephora trio of lip products that I was kind of eyeing up too. And then that sold out. And then I kind of got over it. So like, I was like putting things in a cart, like theoretically, I wasn't really necessarily going to buy the things, but I just wanted to see what it was like looking like and adding up, and it just didn't add up. Just found like alternatives on Ulta that I was better with. I don't know, paying $30-something for a cleanser, like, I don't know if I'm there yet to spend a whole lot on a cleanser. It just seems like a lot right now. I mean, maybe eventually I will grab some sort of cleanser that's a little bit more expensive, but I don't know. I'm just not in that headspace right now, especially with all the other things I'm trying to get in my life, like clothing, like I said. Yeah, I wasn't ready for that, so I just let that one go. And again, 10%, like not that much, honestly. Like sometimes they have better sales later on that are way more than that for everybody. So I'm like, if I'm ready next time, I will get it. Or if I feel like I want it that badly, which at this point I don't really care. I ended up getting an e.l.f. cleanser at Ulta as well, and I tried it today. It's okay. Like, I was hoping it smelled a little bit more citrusy. I forget the name of the actual cleanser. It's like comes in like a coral colored tube. It does the job of a cleanser. I would only use it in the morning and maybe not even every morning, so I was just like, yeah. So for keeping today kind of casual, I'm gonna just stick with this NYX gloss I'm trying to pan. I don't think there's anything wrong with shopping sales at the end of the year if there were things you were going to get anyway. Like, why not get a deal on the stuff you actually want to get? But I do not like putting pressure on myself. I'm mixing it actually with this ginger snap, because I think by itself fortune cookie can look a little too, it can wash me out a little bit. Yeah, but I don't like putting pressure on myself to buy things that I wouldn't like, that weren't really something I was like that desperate for. And like having to decide at that moment, like I just don't like that anxiety. So I tend to kind of just like drop it and like give myself as much time as I need to sort out what I need and what I want, what I really want to try and what's worth it. So it's a lot of like back and forth with that. And I think that's what makes these sales so exhausting. Like, even if you're not buying all the things, I tend to deliberate a lot, like the best case scenario with things. And you know, when you're comparing Ulta with Sephora, with the actual brand's websites and like what you actually want to use and need, because I honestly am trying to get my collection down. I don't like to have 1,000 backups of things. But I also know I don't like to run low on like certain products like concealer and foundation. And I know that I don't want to have just one of something. So knowing what I know about myself now, like I think I use the sale as much as I could to my benefit. I don't want to like dwell on sales and what's happening. I want to be able to just like make a decision and move on with my life and not sit here for like hours and hours. But I think it can be fun too, looking at products and like comparing and stuff. So it is a good distraction from everyday life. I will say that, but eventually we need to make choices and just like move on and not dwell too much, because I think that's when it gets a little confusing and overwhelming. So first impression thoughts real quick. The Flower Beauty liner, I like it. Don't have much to compare it to. I have to get used to using an actual pen now. It's still the same idea, so I like it. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's a first impression. I think it had a really nice sharp tip there. Definitely review it more over time. The Pixie H2O skin tint is exactly what it is. It's a skin tint, so you're not going to get a ton of coverage. It went on really well, easily. Did not feel thick at all. This is not cooling like it says on the back. It is definitely sheer. I feel happy using this on its own on like chill days with concealer though, so I don't know if that defeats the whole point of having a skin tint, but I think for me it's a nice lightweight base, so it doesn't feel like I have nothing on. That kind of a thing. This concealer, the JCat Beauty, first item I ever used from this brand. Don't know a whole lot about JCat, but it had really good reviews. I thought it did a good job. I was concerned about this being a little bit too light, so I'm actually going to add a little bit more because I feel like I need more coverage. I probably didn't put enough on. I do think I was like a little light-handed with this concealer. I probably could have put a little bit more on than I did. And then I'll get the effect that I actually want. Like I kept kind of going back in with it. So I definitely kind of wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was something I had to build up or if it was going to be a lot at once. I just would rather build it up and know than go in like crazy. So this seems okay. It seems nice. We will see if it's actually smudge proof. Like that was the big claim with this. I like the ingredients. It seems to be like a nice concealer. It does actually add brightening. So we'll see how that goes. Kiko Milano mascara. Very happy with this purchase. I like that it's not like the Milani one that I bought, and I like the defining nature of the mascara. It's not, you know, a thicker, voluminous, like night on the town kind of mascara for me, but I do think it has a nice effect on the lashes. So far like that. I added a little bit of MAC Craving in there because it was looking a little too washed out for me. This is very simple makeup look. I just wanted to try these products out, and I'm so far like pretty pleased with everything. I think everything will be good to use. Nothing is like screaming out to me that I'm like unhappy about it or I want to return it or anything, so thumbs up there. I hope you guys had a really good Thanksgiving if you celebrated it, and survived Black Friday, whatever that looks like for you, or just kind of did whatever on Black Friday. I don't know. Hopefully it was good either way. So thank you so much for watching and indulging in my chattiness with this, and let me know down below, did you get anything on Black Friday? How did you feel towards all the sales? Leave a comment. Give this video a like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!